The United States is warning Yemen's Houthi rebels to stop attacking ships sailing through the Red Sea. And this morning, the group shot missiles at 2 cargo ships, setting one of them on fire. And on Thursday, the group targeted a container ship that was sailing to Saudi Arabia. Danish shipping firm Maersk acknowledging the attack, but denies Houthi claims that its rebels successfully struck that ship. For more, let's bring in Pentagon Press Secretary Major General Patrick Ryder. Major General, another pleasure to have you on the program this morning, sir.
Thank you so much. Glad to be here.
I wanted to start with these attacks here. The Red Sea is obviously one of the region's main maritime routes, and these attacks are adding to the escalating tensions that we're seeing abroad. How should we interpret America's warning to the Houthis? I mean, is this a signal that the U.S. may use military strikes in retaliation?
Well, look, the important thing to highlight here is that this is an international problem. As you highlighted, we've got commercial vessels representing many different nations transiting this vital waterway in international waters, by the way. And so it requires an international solution. And so what we're doing now is working very closely, consulting with allies and partners on establishing an international maritime task force under the umbrella of the Combined Maritime Forces, which is an already existing entity comprised of 39 different nations that come together to address maritime challenges throughout the broader Middle East region. And so we'll have much more information to provide in the coming days on what this task force will look like and which nations will be participating. But the important thing here is that, again, this will require international resolve and an international effort to prevent these types of attacks from happening against these vessels. And so, again, much more to follow in the days ahead.
Yeah, and I know when you're talking about this task force, this coalition, I know Washington is in talks with several different countries on this, but also at the same time, Iran warning that, quote, such a force would create extraordinary problems. Sir, how do you balance the need with the threat when it comes to this coalition?
Well, again, it's important to kind of look at this in the perspective, as you highlighted, there's clearly tensions in the Middle East right now. And one of the things that we, the United States and the Department of Defense, are working very hard on is preventing a broader regional conflict spiraling off from Israel's fight against Hamas in Gaza. And so right now we see that situation contained to Gaza. All that to say, however, you have groups like the Houthis or Iranian proxy groups in Iraq and Syria that are attempting to exploit this situation and destabilize the region for a variety of reasons, some of which include their longstanding desire to see the United States be expelled from this part of the world. We're not going anywhere, and we're going to take whatever necessary actions we have to take to protect our forces. Yeah. But we're also going to do what we've always done, which is work closely with our allies and partners to ensure peace and stability and security across this region.
The other topic I wanted to take your temperature on, Major General, was this. Meanwhile, in Israel, a senior U.S. official has said that Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar's days are numbered and that he will be brought to justice for his role in kidnapping Americans on October 7th. And, we've heard Israeli officials refer to him as a dead man walking before, but this really seems to be the first time that we're hearing a senior U.S. official speaking this publicly about him in such a way. Is that a stance that is also shared by the Pentagon and the Biden administration, that his days are numbered?
Well, I really can't get into speculating or talking about potential future operations by, our Israeli partners. Clearly, they have been very vocal about their intent to dismantle Hamas as a military organization, to prevent their ability from conducting the kind of terrorist attacks that they inflicted upon the Israeli people on October 7th. And so we, the United States, fully understand that, and we support Israel's inherent right to defend themselves, to defend their people. And so it shouldn't be surprising to anyone that as part of their campaign, which is the whole point, is to target Hamas, its leaders, and essentially neutralize it as a threat.
Yeah, well, copy that. Well, we will leave it there for today. We know you're in demand. Major General Patrick Ryder, thank you as always for your time here on Morning in America.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.